My name is Jacy Good. I lost both my parents and almost my own life at the hand of a driver was talking on his cell phone. He was using it hands-free. He blew through a red light and a semi-truck tried to miss him but hit my family's car. It was driving home from my college graduation ceremony. It killed both my parents. It put me in the hospital for 4 months. Left me partially paralyzed, and now fighting to try and prevent any other family from having to go through this kind of pain. I got through it in those early days being surrounded by incredible people, my family and friends and boyfriend, now husband, supporting me and keeping me going. And today it's sharing this story at every possible opportunity to try and help people understand that it's real lives that are impacted when we make these irresponsible choices on the road, and trying to help, again, just put an end to the death and pain happening at our hands when we get behind the wheel of a car. I was 4 months in the hospital. The first 2 months, I have no memories whatsoever. I was in a coma for a couple of weeks, but I was just so very brain injured that I have no memories. My own memories come back around once I got into a rehabilitation hospital, and that's when I was trying to figure out what happened to me and how I could live kind of in the new body that I had been given. And so it was learning how to be able to speak again, and learning how to read, and learning how to walk, everything. I kind of had to figure out a new way that I would be able to do that I had spent my whole life maybe taking for granted, that I was no longer able to live in that same way. I think through all of this, actually today is the 9-year anniversary, and I've learned that we have the power to really shape the world that we live in. And it's hard. We're all going to go through tough times, but you get an opportunity every day to decide what kind of world we're going to live in. And I think my story, unfortunately, is so directly applicable that every single time you sit in the car, whether you're driving or you're in the passenger seat, you have to use it as an opportunity to be a little bit smarter and do the thing that you know is the right thing to do, to be just a little bit nicer. I think at the end of the day, that's what can change the world, just being a little bit kinder to everyone we come into contact with. The organization I started is just hang up and drive. Get off the phone. We know it's dangerous. We've got decades of science telling us how dangerous we know it to be. And still, we are so addicted to our phones. But again, it's just hoping to share a real story. Too many people, they know a little bit of the science. They know it's against the law. You hear the statistics, but it doesn't make us change our behavior. National Safety Council tries to keep track. They're saying it's around 15 people killed every day, over 1,000 people injured every day. And acknowledging that's hugely underreported, how often police never even look at the phone. Even in cases of fatalities, they don't look to see. There's a lot of issues concerning privacy, and I respect that, but at the same time, there has to come a point that we acknowledge this thing is killing us, and we need to figure out how we can fix it. And through this organization, Hang Up and Drive, sharing this story to try and help people to see that it's not just numbers, it's real families, and at the rate that it's happening, if we don't change the way we drive, only a matter of time until we're all touched in some way by this really negative and really preventable issue on our roads. I think you just always have to remember you are loved. There are people out there who love you, and you get the opportunity to use whatever you've been given. Again, like we all go through something tough in this life. Find people who love you, find people who you love, and use whatever you're given to try and make the world just a little bit nicer, a little bit better for all of us to share.